Well, if it isn't the honorary knight, I'm just on my way out to gather— Huh? Judging by your expression—
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee— You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't—
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time.
You mean—
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their— However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan—
well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula— In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the night— Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members? The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later! By royal decree— At the frying pan! I'll protect us!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Twin blade!
Looks like I went too far. Collect myself.
Nice and spicy!
With the wind!
Oz, reveal thyself! At the frying pan! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Nice and spicy!
Quickly!
I summon—
Twin blade!
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking the— And now you get to stake a claim? You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were—
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But, didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you...
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible...
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else. You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom... right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already... Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find... I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my... You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence... Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim... And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of...
You have a point, but mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with a knight. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else.
Paimon thinks we Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for the...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, as memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to...
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my Let's leave it at that. Just think of it, but unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure, right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting...
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Does aristocrat...
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even... For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventure. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too, but you've got...
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point. It'll be difficult at first. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember. Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we? This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly. You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Go, Barbara, go!
Wind blade!
Nice and spicy! Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from... I summon thee! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Oz, reveal thyself! Boba, get them!
Wind blade!
Nice and spicy! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! By royal decree! I summon thee!
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon-spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have given such an outstanding performance. It seems
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our so, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of...
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no...
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the... Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing...
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying...
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't...
Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat...
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as...
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house.
So, we clearly didn't order this. Yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a...
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the...
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this. Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon...
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take...
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit...
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. It's no wonder so many people...
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah.
Well...
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention... All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two... yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next...
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying, but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually... So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
Whoa! So both sides were...
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence, but she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to...
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy. Take care. Please come again.
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that's very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll over...
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility.
Oh, so he was testing us.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress... If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have...
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would...
Could this... It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, it's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... Ah, yes. This aroma. Just...
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it takes.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of to see some... friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will be...
Nice and spicy. I'll protect us. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Disappear! No rest for the wicked.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so—
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize—
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce— As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not.
Preparation, but I still...
Don't wander about.
Who are you? Just because...
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have—
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Nothing here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been—
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details.
And what about this thing?
You mean
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has— Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been— You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended the—
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further— Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked.
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to— That shape is the symbol of the Knights of—
I see. Crude, but—
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of— The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence—
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. and my new friend. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then the city and all its people... Perfect. Just as it was.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to...
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Killjoy! We've only just begun. Right there.
Boba, get the... You're toast!
Miscalculated.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night... Oz, reveal thyself!
Windblade!
Let's end this quickly.
Let's dance. Out of the frying pan.
Let's end this quickly.
Windblade!
Nice and spicy! By royal decree...
Boba, get the... I'll protect us.
Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Out of the frying pan, it's...
Oz, reveal that...
The door is open. Let's go.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of, and I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong, and I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram. Beg for mercy.
They're here! Stop them!
Shudder!
The loneliness.
Crush!
Finally, some quiet.
Shudder!
You can't run!
Beg for mercy. Shudder!
By royal Booba, get them!
We've only just begun.
No! Did I ruin everything?
Crush! Touché!
That all you got? You need to hurry our attack. Feels clogged.
Beg for mercy.
I miscalculated. Cookies. Put your back into it.
Vengeance will be mine. Shudder!
Odd, reveal thyself!
There.
No rest for the wicked. Wind blade!
Outfit's ready, steady, go!
Beg for mercy.
Nice and spicy!
Crush!
No slacking off.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
How can this be?
Beg for mercy.
My work finished.
Crush!
Must counterattack.
Shudder!
Finally, some quiet.
Let the show begin. I'll protect us.
Crush!
Let the show begin. Here it is! That's where they put the diagram!
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight. You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Shudder!
That seemed to work.
Beg for mercy.
I must collect myself. This is trouble.
Shudder! beg for mercy. Shudder! This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking this.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Windblade!
By royal decree. Nice and spicy.
Protect us. La, 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 la.
Oz, reveal thyself. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
No rest for the...
By royal decree.
rest for the wicked. Windblade!
Let's dance.
Windblade!
By Royal Booba, get them!
Yeah! Yeah! Windblade!
Oz, reveal thyself!
With the wind!
Shadow Raven, let night fall! By royal decree, nice and spicy. Ready, steady, go!
Windblade! Yeah!
Oz, reveal by... Hi. Oh, hi, hi, oh, yeah.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Wind blade!
By royal decree!
Disappear!
Ancient alchemy truly is.
Add Ash. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
The market is closed, and the port has settled. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hand, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the... Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainslif. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your dark... Oh, and something far more dangerous. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous.
But... it is your words that forever reek of time to silence you!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Let's dance! Oz reveal, nice and spicy! Ouchie! Out of the frying pan, into the...
Wind blade!
Go, Barber, go!
By royal decree!
Boba, get them!
We'll perish.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Nice and spicy!
Disappear!
Odds revealed! Out of the frying pan, it's...
The world will
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Nice and spicy, you're toast!
The end will come.
Come on, we can do it! By royal decree...
The world will fall. The end is nigh.
Out of the frying pan, it's... I'll protect us.
All life will perish.
Odds revealed!
Surging tide. The end will come.
Boba, get them!
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night...
Let the show begin.
By royal decree...
Nice and spicy.
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves?
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? You sure? At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now... Oh! Well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Prince. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of and Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago, so that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get... If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, come on, traveler, let's go.
What?
second life. Satisfaction, Garrett. Listen, let me tell you.
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor.
What is it we have to do it?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people?
I have no reason to doubt your ability. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're...
I am indeed. Ah, now then.
Huh? How could...
By the clothes on your back and the...
Right again! You're pretty...
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai... Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you it's I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul in Tevat that knows rocks better than him.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1...
Oh? And why am I that?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend... Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait... I bet Zhang Li is listening to the story today. Let's head over...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhang Li, there you are!
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore!
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, young Lee. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Pickpockets.
A toast to our success.
Oh there. Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
Huh?
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I am sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant. If Zhang Li loses... never mind. Zhang Li won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kun-jun?
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhang Li, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation,
Such a detailed description. Almost like you saw it. Say, you
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men count. This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men... I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist.
So 4 miners have disappeared?
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the...
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't...
Huh. Such a huge...
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before...
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Over here! A pile of
A few everyday items.
1, 2, 3. Huh. That seems right. These must be spares, right? Look!
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn.
So, they didn't...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems they had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Huh. Why would someone set up...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. Or 2, they were forced to leave.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. Kunjun,
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues.
Ore?
Let's find out. I'll give it... Okay.
Looks like he's
I see.
a child.
I'm...
Also,
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I can perceive.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding...
Amazing! So you...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, core lapis and crystal memories, are much stronger. They record...
Stone seeing. Fascinating.
I'm glad. Based on what I saw, I believe...
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle...
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. You must... I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. I stayed behind the other four. After a while, I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there were maybe...
So the men... Perhaps an accident occurred.
What an on-site accident. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the...
We found 3 clues, and first there are 4 missing pickaxes.
Forced to? But...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and...
Now that you mention it, I recall could someone have entered the...
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his,
A child? But there are no settlements.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruin.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the...
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago.
You're right. New plan.
There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my...
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the center.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine.
Wait.
Huh? Oh, yeah! Where's Kun?
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you...
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been... aimlessly wandering. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was perhaps if I can retrieve some.
I see.
Really? Oh.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose...
Great! Let's have a look! These must have been left by the mine.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the...
footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went! Oh no! The footprints end here!
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there! Have you...
A miner?
Hello! Have you...
Stop bothering me!
Jeez! Whatever.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was...
This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from...
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later. Boba, get them! I'll protect us.
With the wind!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! I'm the right to eat this!
Windblade!
Let the show begin. Boba, get them!
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civil...
Huh?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid...
I think that's all we needed.
I hope it's useful. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nanti...
Can we be absolutely sure?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty...
Hey, Perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group. I suppose it is an asset.
It's a good thing.
It feels like...
Be that as it may, for fully...
Oh,
that's not all. We have encountered...
Great!
I left a mark...
Clever thinking.
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be...
Hey!
Judging by his appearance...
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has... There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor...
How is he? He won't die.
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in...
Paimon heard him talking about digging for...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks... Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these
How he came to be here is...
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him...
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory.
What is it?
Something for...
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting... I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these... These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it.
But of course. And this one is for... Huh? Is...
On the contrary. But... Thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surround...
You sure like rock.
Ores are the crystals of the earth. The sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. Oh, however...
Huh? What?
Traveler. Does dragon...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in...
Elemental reactions can...
Indeed they can. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of... And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and... Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue...
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, sure it's weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun...
Ulterior motives?
A conclusion that is presently impossible. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As we're drawing closer to our goal, I believe we should continue to follow this road. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We should ensure this...
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr.
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the... difficult to say.
So there's never any ancient...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive...
That makes sense.
Indeed. Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking...
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth...
Well, there is this stone tower...
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me... This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway...
Oh.
When has Paimon ever come up... Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice... Quick, let's go see.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal, What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Lorax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge and sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ajudar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Come, Sever Knight, at the frying pan. Let the show begin.
Ride! Solidify!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's
The wind!
permanence.
Yeah!
The enraged earth will not absolve you! Detestable!
Oz revealed by nice and spicy.
Order guide you.
Crumble!
Gather!
By royal decree.
Windblade!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to... shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Solidify!
Boba, get them! Oz, reveal thyself! Let's dance!
Solidify! Stabilize!
By royal nice and spicy! Let the show begin!
Disappear!
Ready, steady, go!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
This is order! Solidify!
Oz, reveal by Boba, get them! Let's dance!
Windblade!
Morax, you think you can destroy me?
Solidify!
Nice and spicy! Eat this!
Crust!
Solidify!
Fisher!
Gather!
Windblade!
Oz, reveal!
There is no atonement for
Windblade!
By royal out of the frying pan!
Gather! Order guide you!
shifting sands, no doubt about impermanence.
Stable!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ajdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax, it's been a while.
You're...
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, Traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ajdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ajdaha.
So there are two Ajdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the minor.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only it's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful...
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't. Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, Ajdaha, now incomplete.
What would you expect? It was humanity.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajda.
No!
I am the remnants of Ajda's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone.
No! It is I, Ajda, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountain.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than that which you have forgotten. I hold here in my heart. If you are all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and...
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as... Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt.
No! That isn't true!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajda?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits...
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah, perceptive as always.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Straight down to business as always.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Huh? Young Kun...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three
cave. What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you, all...
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajda.
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans.
You always did have a great...
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much.
Ajda, I am no longer the...
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said...
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength.
Hence, do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, old friend. God.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alone.
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ashtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ashtaha could sense the stone. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of good. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion that I was a god of mankind. My identity may change.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it... I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived...
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is...
I understand. But I must apologize.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda?
It was signed before it all began. You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people. Abandoned, but you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly... This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible... It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil.
Would you care... Would you care to see...
Would you care to... Would you care... Would you care... Would you care to sit...